You buy a hat for your hat. Yeah, no. This is the official one. This is the knockoff. I'm done with the fucking hats. Look. Okay, this is it. This is the final Maxsplain video. I thought there'd be 3 of these, like a trilogy. Now some of the points that I have here typed up and printed out, I've already made. So it's gonna be a bit of a rehash here and there, but this is more organized and strategized here. For what the fuck's been going on with my life. And I'll be kind of adding on some more dialogue here as I read this, but I'm going to read it slowly and more condensed. Lately, my mental has been better. I'm not talking as fast. I'm not talking as much. Like, at least for today, I've been way more quiet, which is good. I'm, like, letting life happen now and not constantly telling life stories. It's just, let me get to the whole thing of this. And, lately on my YouTube, I posted my album on YouTube. I had posted it on SoundCloud days before the YouTube post. I'm recording Day in the Life of Max videos. That's just, they're all out of order though, because I'm uploading some of those now, and that's back when I had hair. I shaved my hair earlier this month, but, even though they're all out of order, I'm at least posting content online, which is part of the plan here anyway. So here it is, the final Maxsplain, the document. I have it. So what narrative am I going with? I'm talking to myself and taking notes. It's going to help spell this out. This happened. Live life. Take the advice that was given, not only on here from your professionals. This is what I do daily. Psychological homework, which is DBT. Step work, which is for NA. Hold up my end of the bargain with my sponsor. And he's going to take me, I already mentioned he's going to take me to a certain place that was planned for October 30th on my birthday, but he wants to make sure I'm stable enough before we go mentally. So, he's looking out for me. Like I said, though, even though he told me, I don't know, I do not owe him anything, I do believe step work helps. There's always long distance when thinking ahead. So it's like, hold up my end of the bargain, do the fucking step work, and then at some point we'll go and we go. But the break it room has been planned. I'm going to go with a group of friends, so that's at least going to be fun and exciting because I've been wanting to go there for months now. So here we go. The narratives. Here is the truth. The truth matters. It really does. So I heard shit over the Bluetooth earlier this year. That sparked the fabrications. I've recorded videos on YouTube about it. It's possible the man from the planet heard me. I'll get to that later. So, what's fake? The big, strong, funny man didn't know of my obscure online presence before the audio evolved. I'll get back to that pretty soon here. What also is true, my notepad can change on its own. My notepad has been revised, and at least this is true, at least for me. I don't want this to end, I just want answers. That is true as well. I believe I saw on the notepad the keyboard, moves on its own. Autocorrect is a thing. That doesn't mean there's a hack. But, Bluetooth is easy to get into. That's also true. In my opinion, it's more of an opinion-based truth. But I saw on the notepad, months ago, it said November opportunity. Now, I don't know if that means in November I'm going to get an answer. I just want to say that this video will be uploaded on November 1st if nothing happens. Which I don't want to believe in that shit. Maybe give it a few more days. That's only the 1st of the month, but I don't know. I don't know why November 1st is such a huge day for me, but maybe something's going to happen on Thursday this week, which is my birthday. I turned 29 years old. But I'm pre-planning this shit. This video is going to get uploaded. It won't get uploaded though if I get a fucking answer within, I'm going to give myself a few weeks, November 1st, yeah, no. I'll post it sometime in November. I just changed my mind because, I had to give it time, just whenever. How am I going to prove it to my parents? I will have proof to show them somehow. However, whatever the answer is gets a hold of me through like a call. I mean, my number is known by now. An email, a fucking letter in the mail, a phone call. When I say call, you know what I mean. Social media, somebody gets a hold of me on there. So I wanted to establish all of that. So now, what is fake? The big, strong, funny man didn't know my obscure online presence before the audio evolved. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Sam Hyde. I have to say the man's name at some point. I'm spelling everything out at this goddamn point. I heard him and his friends describe people. I related it to me. That's all it is. It's time to conquer the artistic fan fiction festival. So the following examples are how I gaslit a tinfoil theory that Sam Hyde somehow knew of my online presence. I highly doubt this. I think it's more true. Like I said, I just heard what he said and what his friends had said. And, oh, that's just like me. So, which I'm guilty of that, in real life as well, with like people that I actually know. So here are some examples. I believe a while ago Sam mentioned Invader Zim, like guys who wear an Invader Zim shirt, and he criticized that. He also criticized Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, I think, which is kind of funny. So also Dark Trap Souls. These are people I've known. Remember that therapist appointment? It's best to not relate heavily to something and combine it with a creative life scenario. That's what the series is for, Max. Not everything is you. Chill out. Yeah, no. Somebody with a dark trap soul. I mean, I've been in like low points in my life, but I don't think at any point I'm some like, I'm the Ron type of guy who has like deep-seated hatred or like dark badness in him. Sam has talked about that type of shit. And then I think, oh, the darkness, because, I wear the clothes that I do, which is cringe, which is subjective cringe, which is, of course, a hypocrisy as well with the ones who complain about it. Anyone is into, I believe a lot of people, maybe not everyone, is into something that someone else would find cringe. That's just me, though. One of their passions, one of their hobbies, just the way they are, whatever it is. But, it's all subjective, and the series is a cartoon. It's really, I think I have it in my doodles video. It's live action, it's cartoon. Base some of this shit like that I've heard online, or like do like satirical shit, or just like I want to have characters. I want to have like a very dark, fucked up type of guy in the show. I want to have like political shit that without even saying what it is, like show don't tell. Have the symbols, have like the topics, but don't ever say the word politics. Don't ever say left or right wing. You know what I mean? Just like keep it subtle, but like imply it. So that's another one though. Dark Trap Souls. I've known people who are probably like that. I'm not saying I am, but again, what do my psychiatrists tell me, or my therapist? I don't have APD. I finally talked myself out of that. I don't fucking have antisocial personality disorder. Now, of course, denial is one of the hallmarks of mental illnesses, yes. However, I've been diagnosed so fucking much at this point that I can't go looking for, I can't like think that I'm going to go looking for the next fucking diagnosis. That's not helpful at this point because I already have enough information to go off of. My parents told me we didn't raise you to be a sociopath or a psychopath or a fucking narcissist. Like, you're not, Max. And my therapist is like the same way. She's like, you want to help people, Max. You're friendly. Yeah, you've manipulated people. However, you don't do it often enough. That's kind of the gist I got from the fucking conversation I had with her. So I have a professional telling me, I have family members backing me up. Backing up, I mean the point that I'm not antisocial personality disorder. I'm not some dark, twisted, fucked up guy. I'm really not. So I don't have to make myself out to be like that. I mean, yes, I've been in like very low points in my life. Maybe that's why I thought, oh, I'm a trapped soul. But I've gotten through those points and those times in my life and gotten stronger because of it, survived through it and don't give up on life. That's what I tell myself. Another example from Sam is, it's not good to talk to yourself. Yeah, no kidding. I'm plenty of people online have said how it's not good for men to talk to themselves. Another one, I think, another example on his podcast, the excitable bubbly can be dangerous, Was this about annoying, overly cunty? Sorry for the well, I'm not gonna apologize for words. Annoying, overly cunty, AOC. You know, excitable, bubbly can be dangerous. I think Sam, Nick, and Charles were talking about AOC. Nonetheless, that's a woman, dude. That's from my past. You know, don't attach to that because I had a phase where I was trans. Yeah, sure. You like and respect what you do. Get the fuck 'em in my label right. Fuck labels in my right guys mentality going and run with it. Yeah, no, these are just labels that exist. They're not full on identities, you know? That's a good balanced approach, I guess, in life. There's other examples I can't think of. The point is, I hear some human trait and immediately self-identify. I've been doing that for ages in life. Like, somebody tells me something, I'm an impressionable, easily influenced guy. Not only that, I balance out what I truly think deep down about many different topics. I try to form my own opinion. I try to come to my own conclusion. I try to just have my own, like, you know, psychological view of anything, you know, topics, discussions, whatever the fuck, people, opinions, because I'm quite opinionated. Okay, so that's what's fake, I think. Now, what is true? Me, or I'll just say a friend I'm no longer friends with and I heard laughter and audio over Telegram. Now, my Telegram account got banned. And I gotta turn the page here. It got banned, and I'm not gonna make a new Telegram account because I really don't want to at this point in my life. I'm not saying I won't ever want to make another account. That means I have to change my fucking number. I don't want to change my number. I've changed my phone number so many times, and the provider I go with gives you a recycled number. It's like random, but you have a chance of getting a recycled phone number, which means whoever had that number last, you're going to have like pharmacists, businesses, hospitals, fucking all sorts of places calling you saying, are you so-and-so, so-and-so, this is ready, so-and-so. I had like a pet store calling me when I got this number changed last, which was last year, I believe. Like, I had so many different fucking establishments calling me and like professional healthcare places calling me, telling me so and so. I'm not gonna say the name, but like that's not me. You know, I just happen to get a recycled phone number, and I don't want to take the risk and have that happen again. So then I don't need a Telegram account. But like I said, a friend that I have that I'm no longer friends with and I heard laughter and heard noise over the Bluetooth audio. So I heard a familiar noise while I was on the phone with Anthony. What was the noise I heard? I'm trying to do the TTS noise from Fish Tank. I don't know. You heard a joke and laughed over the audio while at the gym. What was the joke I heard at the gym? Excuse me, miss. Please, where do I insert? Now, here's the thing. I could have imagined that joke, and there could have been a soundbite played when I called Anthony. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have very well fucking imagined Jet Neptune fucking around with the audio, or this is somebody lying to me and they just played sound bites or clips of the audio that he's already said over the fucking audio. That's, of course, the self-defeating type of attitude. I believe I heard it. I believe that this hack is, like, ethical. But, look, again, disclaimer I have to put here. This is going to be uploaded. If I don't get a fucking answer by November, whenever that is during the month, it's not going to be uploaded if I get an answer. So, your voicemail changed to Texas. Yeah, my voicemail, is my number in Wisconsin. Changed to a random number in Texas. I tried calling the number, and it just went right to the voicemail. I tried texting the number, and it said that it wasn't going to work. So maybe this is just a random fucking business, or it's somebody's number. I don't know. But, what's the reason for this that I could possibly think of? Yeah, no, I've mentioned that I've talked to a friend. He used to make YouTube videos, I think. I don't really know if he does anymore, but quote unquote friend, because I don't really know the guy, but I plan on, driving down to Texas to meet him someday. And so maybe that's why the voicemail changed to Texas, because of course I saw on the notepad it said your brother down south, and I did not write my brother down south. It said your brother down south. So maybe that's just like a life sign, like the hackers are letting me know. Go down there and meet him. Maybe that's why the voicemail changed. So my notepad gets revised. You already know, that is what's true. So I've already mentioned it though. One of the last times you've talked to the friend I had that I don't talk to anymore, there was a funny troll in the text messages. Hopefully that wasn't one of the suspect narratives, and I'll get to those narratives. Believe me, the main suspects of how the fuck this all went down with my phone. But and really, this is just my brain like grasping for straws, trying to come up with a fucking answer. That's like the what if. Oh my god, and it becomes tinfoil like schizozastro. But I seriously just I believe it's fair and understandable why I would be trying to come up with a fucking answer. Maybe life's not supposed to give me one. Well, believe me, this is getting uploaded if I don't get a fucking answer. So like I said, the funny troll in the text message, this friend that I had, a bunch of messages were being sent, and the guy I knew kept saying, I didn't type this, I didn't text this, I'm not texting, and it's like, oh, okay, this is the hacker at play, and it was a good troll on their part, for sure. Now, what's one of the narratives? Believe me, when I reach that point, I will connect it to the text messages. We're not there yet, so... what else is true? I had a temporary address change in my bank account. It went from Wisconsin to Colorado. Now, why would that have happened? This is my best guess. It probably means that I'm going to overthink, I'm going to get concerned, and then get over the trauma dumpity crap is my best guess, like I said. The person that I knew that I regret knowing they're no longer alive. Died of congestive heart failure. Oh, there's the icky poo poo M Night Drama Ding Don Trauma Dump. Point is, originally from Colorado, and maybe my bank address changed to Colorado because the hackers are letting me know, get the fuck over that person you knew. And that is possible. I have really started to get over and heal from that person. However, I remember calling the bank back, and the bank told me that was an error on our part. So it's possible that the phone and the situation with the phone had nothing to do with the bank address changing. That was just a mistake on the bank's part. I have no fucking clue. Again, I'm grasping for straws. What's the answer? Is it that narrative? That one? Could it be this one? Reality is, I haven't the faintest fucking idea what happened with the phone. This is my theory. This is my tinfoil mode to the max. So, another thing that is true, I've left YouTube comments. Oh wow, so do other fans. I gotta cool my jets down there. Another thing that's true. Been following the funny extreme shit since 2016. Same year I found Milo, Jim, a lot of the alt-right shit. 4chan is cancer now. It is. It's terrible now. Besides the point, that wave of trolling was funny right before the show aired. World Peace. How did I discover it? The hipster faggot himself. Yeah, an ant-fucky fag-tardo. Ha 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 ha. What a freak. That was a good podcast, though. Especially when the big dude, Sam, mentioned Prima Donna's. Been a fan of that one and Gene DEFCON ever since. Some very underrated shit that Sam mentioned that's music. And yes, that is how I discovered MDE, was Anthony or as I like to call him, Ant-fucky fag-tardo, hipster fag. And, Drug, Sex, and Discotheques. I have it on CD, I do. And, unfortunately, I'm missing the insert, but the fucking... What is it? The fucking the jewel case, and you put the album cover like this, the little the booklet. I am missing the booklet for the CD, but whatever. All right, so another thing that is true, I supported the website. I supported Hide Wars last decade. I got an email to back it up, an old email showing that I supported it. I think 2018 or something. I was watching his shit, and then I was supporting it at that point. So I really discovered him back in like 2016, and then I started to fucking support him in or 2015, around there, whatever the fuck. started to support him around 2018. I really started to heavily watch him like 2017, 18. I watched a handful of stuff back in like 2015, 16. So, okay, here we go. Here's another thing that's true. My second ex-girlfriend said that Sam was my idol. Well, he's more so just one of the top content creators out there. I think one of my favorites. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this part just for privacy reasons. She gave me a portrait of me. Yeah, like she drew a picture of me and gave it to me for my birthday. I think back when we dated, my second ex. I can't find it anywhere. I wish I could. I remember I wanted to burn it post breakup. Hopefully, I still got it. You know, I changed my mind. I don't want to burn it. I want to. That was a good drawing. And she added face tats to the picture of me. One of them said Sam Hyde. I think it was like right here on my cheek or something. And that was back in 2018. That is true. I swear it is. So, another thing that is fucking no, this is true. So lies stem from the truth. What do I mean? Oh no, this is a whole new point. Okay, so moving on now. All of a sudden, the lies that I've told myself stem from the truth. Where do the lies begin and the truth start? What do I mean? So, I started hallucinating and had many delusions earlier this year. I was watching Fish Tank Season 2. I imagined it was my life. And of course, this is when I believe this was a ways into this, I had relapsed on weed and alcohol. So maybe that's some spiritual foreshadow. I heard the TTS noise, however that noise is. I heard the text to speech, and then I would respond to it, and it's completely in my head. I'm hallucinating, and that's in my head. Like I said, it was during my relapse, and of course that combo of drugs definitely spiced it up too. So then this gets incredibly weird and parasocial. Like the man himself, Jim, said, the internet's not your, like, at least for him, people he's known online, they're not his fucking friends. He has friends in real life. There is the distinction, but I don't know. Maybe I feel like Fish Tank is the ones who keep in contact. Sam himself, like, just tries to actually, I think, almost like, yeah, help people with life and like have many Zoomers join his crew. He's a millennial. But, that's like the whole purpose of it is to psychologically, Jet created Fish Tank, I believe, but the whole point of it is to like break them down, challenge them, or of course then there's freeloaders, which I mean, my audition tape, I wanted to be, the point is, breaks them down, psychologically challenges them, and then, they rise above, they survive, they get stronger, and then, they keep in contact, I would think, the ones that the crew wants to keep in contact with. And then Sam has had so many people join his crew that are younger, he like, and just, creative shit, that's where I think life is going, but I haven't the faintest fucking clue. But there is that like whole like side of Sam, I think, where he wants to help people too. Like people, yeah, I think he's a misunderstood. He's not misunderstood. He's not at all. He's a good troll. But he's not entirely a troll. There's a human side to that guy. I swear. I saw him choke up during season 1, I think, almost. So if you don't even know what Fish Tank is, but you know who Sam Hyde is, well, you gotta know who Jet Neptune is. Really, he's the man himself. But like from Planet Neptune. Okay, get back. I'm fanboying out here. Get back to the fucking point. So I mentioned Jet though. This is so, like I said, I'm hallucinating TTS and responding to it. This is where things get wacky. So I go out to my backyard and I'm smoking weed, and I imagine that Jet Neptune is outside with me, and we're smoking. Like I said, I'm sober for life, but this is where it gets parasocial, parasitical, paranormal, and paranoid. Like, what? That's not even possible. I don't know, but I swear to God that happened earlier this year before I even noticed the phone audio. Jet was in my backyard. He had driven all the way to where I live and was like, hey, come on, let's go. So it's like, before that, we're talking and stuff, and I'm giving him a tour of my place. So then I go back inside, and then this is where it gets really weird. This is definitely when I'm back inside. It's like I'm on Fish Tank, but it's my house. Like, Fish tank became my life, and I'm like, it's just like it's a party. It's like the drunk piece of shit challenge. Only it's like, it's just everyone's like fucking fucked up, or I'm really fucked up. Of course, actually, because this is when I was using, and I go up and down the stairs. I'm in the kitchen, small kitchen that my parents, and it's like just it was wild. He landed his jet though, and his jet turned into a vehicle, and then he drove all the way up here to my place, like I said. Now I did not actually imagine the jet turning into a car, but that was later. That's just some creative flavor I added to it. But the rest of it, that I swear to God, I imagined that shit. So we were discussing autism though, Jet and I, and this is just called creative visions. I tell myself it could maybe happen one day. How I just gotta keep posting, including this video, if I don't get a fucking answer. But okay, so it could be true. I mean, shit, people keep in contact, like I said, the contestants and just the crew that Sam has and everything. Maybe they spread it around to other fish. Meaning, like, if Jet got a hold of this, maybe other fish know about him. I have no fucking clue. I know you want to swim amongst them, dude. Keep posting. Yeah, I want to swim amongst them because I had this idea. Well, I'm a nobody online, but I got to keep posting shit. I want to, there's Frank Castle, there's Airsoft Fetty, then there's me. But I'm not noticed at all online, so I'm just a freeloader. That's really what I would like. It's whatever. If this is true, there's already a plan for me, and I'll go with whatever the fuck's offered. So the next one is I gotta keep posting shit. Don't create what you want in a way where you're running the show. Yeah, no, I have my own ideas. That's what I gotta work on. There could already be something prepared for me, like I said. You'll spell out what your vision is at the bottom. Yeah, I have at the end of this. I have like my vision, my plan of life, and everything. So, like I said, though, maybe people keep in contact. Maybe this got spread around to other fish. I really got to get this out of my head. So, maybe it got around. Let those attractive women you watched go. Let them go. You have no clue. It really did become a romantic and lame gay, like gay type of lame gay. You haven't the faintest idea who got in here. Besides the three narratives you've combined. Haha, slow down, dude. It's just your average size getting the best of you, your drive. It's fun time. If what I hope is true, they'll help you out with love. Yeah, of course, they helped Airsoft Fatty out. They tried to, at least. Now, finally, let the women go. You have no idea where they're at in life. Let the show slowly play out and develop later on. Besides, what did the funny man who laughs at shit say to Worski, Venti, the others in that call? They're not Medicare. He said they're not your friends. Well, possibly not yet, because it seems like that's like a place where people get to know each other and become friends. At least Fish Tank is. Sound good? Yes. Now, relax. It's half the population here in the West, women. I think so. Don't go looking for a girlfriend still, though. You got a story to tell someone and happy for her. If she's still with a stable and cool dude, maybe there would be an understanding. I'm not even going to reference what that is. That is for later life developmental stuff to be played out at that point. If that even makes any sense, what I just said there. So, here's another point. The ex-friend. I don't know for now. Yeah, the app. The audio both of us heard. Laughter. This is a good segue. Yeah, no, it is. Yes, the month of June. This is like you have intense music playing over this if you want. Pause the video right now and play it when you got intense music. Some tinfoil music, I don't know. Yes, the month of June 2025. The relapsed, the Max. I was already talking to him. I mean, shit. That started in July of 2024, I believe so. July. Lies. Hey, man, cool it down. Still, though, he had a good point. He goes way too far with his beliefs. At the same time, give him a petal, not a bouquet of flowers. I'm spelling it out already. Come on. They know what you're getting at. However, the combination of those extreme funny people have mentioned Telegram after all. So really they are listening. I mean, shit, they could be at play. There's a chance that a soundboard was played, it was sound bites, it was audio already recorded and posted online. There's a chance they're trolling. It's a psyop. I'm under fire. All lies. Blah, 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 fucking blah. Okay, calm down and explain. I'm kind of joking. He really did change your mind, though, didn't he? The friend I had, and I don't think, yeah, whatever. You know, I'm not going to respect him anymore. He's not in my life. And he said, dude, don't talk about, I'm private. I'm being as vague as possible. There's no personal shit revealed about him in this video and in general. So anyway, I kind of lost the point here. Said, yeah, no, that guy, my lord. Hopefully he actually gets himself checked out. Dude, yeah, Max, say it again. It's the man who let his ego drive him to the mission from Jesus Christ to expose him, while also trying to change the local city. Dude, that's the guy who needs to get looked at, not the other guy. The guy that I was friends with that I no longer I let go of. There's, of course, another guy. The reference there, he has an online presence, so I'll just say his name. Christopher Wood. He had an online presence. He had an arrest almost happen. He got bailed out by the people of the city. He is a Riker, and he is way too far gone in his own emotional highs and lows and lefts and right and fronts and centers of it all. I only want the best for that guy. Yeah, honestly, the other guy that I let go of as well. I hope these guys fucking, I don't know. There's things that really bother me about both of them. I hope that they change. They make changes in their fucking life. And that's, I get emotional about them too. Because I'm not a fucking Riker. I'm not. I swear. I did have a phase though. I'm willing to admit it. So, anyway. That being said, it's my brain telling me, you people, about this phone situation. Not all of you. It's a blame game then. Well, it's more so what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck got in here? Okay, spell it out. I already have. Who the fuck got in here and tapped it? The J. Big Tech Telegram. The government listens. Yes, that is true. That has to be fucking true. Jet, Sam, the crew, Telegram. Maybe they knew who I was back then. Nah, dude, they're just fishing for interesting people. They didn't know who I was. They somehow found me through Telegram and through the guy, and that is hopefully possible, hopefully true. Locally, some people I know that have known hackers, and some of them know IT. Cool. Now, don't equate that to responsibility on their part. Yeah, just because I know people in real life who know IT, who know hackers, does not mean they're responsible. This is not going to be the blame game. But that's what it is. The government, internet people, local people I know who know IT and tech. And then the fourth dimension is AI, which is only spicing things up from here. Alexa loves to gaslight, so does ChatGPT. These technologically advanced creations listen to. They're just tools. Don't assume they're the ones revising your notepad. I just looked at how much recording time I got left. I got to delete a lot of these videos. So I'm just gonna go right ahead and delete the videos and get right back to this, because I got more of this spill out here. Okay, we are back with continuing now. So I just mentioned the 4 narratives of who I think could have possibly hacked the phone. I don't think it's the government, though. I think the government just listens. I don't think the government hacked it. They're just listening to most of what I say. The other 3 narratives, I don't know. It's hopefully the internet people noticed me. Hopefully that one. So in reality, deep down, I really don't know. But that was me grasping for answers. There's the straws. Oh my god, it's these 4 options. Yes, the combination. I think AI just enhances my phone, though, honestly. I don't think AI is capable of, like, hacking a phone. I think it just, like, adds on words, and I don't know. It's difficult to explain. I gotta get through this. There's still paper to read here. So hopefully I get a goddamn answer on my birthday or November 1st. I've already read off about those dates enough times already. And I'm telling myself that that's good. Don't march into this mental wavelength of the power control dynamic. Besides, Max, you can't stand when people try to control other people. Yeah, no, kidding. It's a good thing you got away from those 2 nutballs. Yeah, it is. I mentioned them before. Still, though, what's the vision? I reach out by phone. I send a letter, social media. I'll keep creating and posting. Hopefully the collab crew develops. That would be awesome. Really, I mean, I've already described why I think it's the rich and powerful, people in the world. Okay, I also separate them. Just because it's part of my past doesn't mean it has to be where life goes from here. There you go. Now a creative story. I'm not serious about this. I'm really not. I really want to emphasize that. I'm going to march over there to the ridiculous Riker, the Nazi nerd. Not Mr. Wood, the other guy. And, we're just going to skip this part because, it's the reverse curb stomp, and that's just a joke. I have, like, then I go to Mr. Wood's airship like it's Mario, and I've been Wahoo over there. It's a creative little story that why am I so hesitant to not say it? Because I got to move past these guys. They're no longer in my life. I should not hold a resentment like that. Honestly, that's my opinion. But, we're going to skip this part too. That's about the guy. I don't want to spell things out about him. I really don't. Yeah, no, we're going to skip this entire part because that's about the friend I had that I don't talk to anymore. And, anonymity is important, so I'm going to respect it. All right, so here we go. Whoa. Here we go. We're going to skip this part too. We're going to go down right here. Mr. Moon and Neptune, listening to Moon Man, eating McDonald's and playing Mario Kart in outer space, teleporting from planet to planet, switching the playlist up to God is an Astronaut and any other band or song that mentions the topic. There you go. That's the answer. Max, you don't know until life reveals it. All these coincidences, that's just life telling you, yeah, the funny man heard you. He made a joke over audio when you were pumping it up at the YMCA. He played the TTS noise while you were talking to Anthony. Not fake, Tardo. There's many men with the same name, even yours. I don't think my friend Anthony would even mind if I mentioned his name. Dude, remember, Anthony said he heard shit over the audio too. Dude, yeah, he did. When I heard that TTS noise, he said, oh, hold on, I hear something over audio. That means that my phone has been deep fried, possessed, infected, and holds energy. No wonder the Nazi nerd heard shit too. Cool, Max. Nice recognition. You mentioned coincidences, though? Elaborate more. Yeah, no. And then I mentioned 3 friends that I have, their names. I'm not going to say their names. But before I get to that part, I say it's my phone. Yeah, no. So I don't think the Nazi nerd's phone is hacked and fucked up like mine. I also don't think Anthony's is. I think when I call somebody over Bluetooth, sometimes they can hear shit over the audio. Not every person I call is going to hear shit, but it's whenever the hackers decide to hackery jackery the other side of the that's interesting. I don't think their phones are fucked up though. I really do think it's mine. And it's just the connection that I have with Bluetooth. So there you go. Now, the 3 people that I mentioned here, I'm not going to say their names for privacy reasons, which is, again, the balancing and the respect of, and on and on and on I go, of anonymity. So all 3 of these people are online. 2 of them know about IT. All 3 of them know what hacking is. That's all it is. Anytime they say or do something that reminds you of what's going on in my life and with the technology, it's just common interests and topics. None of these guys hacked you, dude. Well, don't blame game. Don't go tinfoil. Remember, you don't know who did it. This was quite the reason. When my notepad got revised, it said you don't want to be a name of somebody that I knew in personal life. Yeah, I don't want to be like that guy. How the fuck does whoever did this know that guy's name from an anonymous program, by the way? What's where I tend to shift? That's where I tend to shift between the narratives. Hey, ethical stalkers, hackers. A man I know that I don't really talk to anymore. First name basis, though. That's easy to explain. I don't want to fabricate another story about how and why. Now, it's possible they didn't mean that guy because there's many Maxes, there's many Bobs, there's many Janes, there's many Sarahs, many Sallys, many Samuels, many, you know what I'm saying? So the guy whoever wrote the guy's name in here, it's possible they did not even mean the guy that I know from personal life. They could have meant somebody else with that name. Which I have to think about that one. But it's been a battle at times since June. August was when it really got spicy. August is when I believe I started to hear the audio and stuff more often. Or actually like hear more clearly over the audio. I heard a woman laughing, by the way, too. That's, of course, what ignited the spurk of the love quest. And I already read the paragraph about, letting it go for now. Because I don't know what life's going to do. I don't mean to come across desperate when I get an answer. There's always the I'm not supposed to know mentality. Nah, I really hope, I believe. I want to achieve my purpose in life. I do. Here's my purpose. The life worth living. What drives me, motivates me. Creativity. taking care of my health, sobriety, exercise. That's simple with all the detailed, passionate statements. I've been profusely spitting those verbally for days and days. Moving out would be cool. Collaborating and making creative projects sounds incredible. My music and series, plus who knows, life may lead to other creators who have plenty of ideas of their own. Grab a hold of that, man. Thank the creator. Thank God. This really could be it. Sure, there's a chance you could go into that plan B of psychiatric care, fish tank. Just be who you are. Let it reach you. Even though you really want to just freely load the entertainment and fuck around, like the audition tape said, see what happens. Y'all will get a hold of me when you do, whoever you are. Because I kind of have an idea who it is, but honestly, I don't know. So that's it. That is the Maxsplain, the ultimate one, the ending of it. That spells everything out. I name dropped enough times. Feels good to actually articulate that. It was in my notepad. I actually printed that off and just read it. So as far as like closing comments go, that really is the mission. Like I would love to make the creative series that I've had forever, and maybe join the crew that Sam has, you know, after Fish Tank. I don't know what the plan is for me, though. I don't even know if that's part of the plan of life for me. I don't fucking know. You know, it's possible that I don't get an answer. I'm not going to even play with the what ifs, though, because I don't know what's going to happen. I will know when it happens in the moment. You know, I've already mentioned the 2 dates enough times, coming up this month soon, and, of course, pretty soon next month. Whenever it happens, I have to be patient now. This is my life. What my room looks like from the videos I've been posting. This is my life. And it's now or never. Oh, never. Yeah, that's the whole point of this. I can't, like, be constantly talking to the phone like I've said in other videos. I gotta live a life. I gotta live a life and just be patient with this shit. I mean, look at this. This is Jabba the Hutt. He's made out of paper. Creative stuff. Keep working on my crafts. I haven't worked on crafts in a long time, but keep drawing pictures. Keep being creative. Keep that drive going in life. The purpose. The shit that I enjoy doing. Even if it's artsy fartsy, who fucking cares? Because I want to live a life. I do. And there's a life away from the phone. The phone is addictive. Yeah, whatever. Self-control, discipline as much as I can. And here's the navigation tool. Where am I going? I'm going along with my life, and I will see what happens along the way. And whoever's out there, like I said, you'll reach me when you get a hold of me when you do, whoever you are. My phone has been tapped. I wrote this part. I did not write this part. I'm not sure who wrote this. There's funny stuff in here. I would read it, but you know, it's a long read. You know, it's already 11 p.m. right now. So whoever wrote this, I don't know who it is. It's creative. It's got good advice. There's probably some gaslights in here, but you know, if it's not who I think it, I had a theory. Well, believe me, I want to read this. I want to. Somebody is talking. Somebody revised my notepad. I want it to stay in here. You know, talking about mental health, my family, all this stuff. How about I just read it? It's a long read, you know. Look at this, though. Right here, that's the I apologize. And believe, it's spiked off. It pulsed, though. You know, it's earlier on, months ago, over the audio on my phone right here, I impulsively did something. Let's just say I'm not going to do that again. What do I mean by that? Well, a nice pulse there, you fucking fake. Let's find that. Let's find that right now. Nice pulse. Oh God, Max, don't screw this up. There you go. This also got edited. Do I even need to post it? I'm still going to post the video. I did not write this stuff. I didn't. I've been talking on my phone for months and months and months. This is going to be uploaded along with, yeah, that works. You know, this, I already printed this off. I printed off this text, and now I added stuff to it. You know, it's all here. Giving me advice, how to structure my days. I put a bunch of notes in here, and then the entire thing got revised, and I'm okay with that. Right here. It's Iceland, Björk. Yippee, she's dark park. Hey, she's like, no, she's not. She's hot. I'm glad I admitted that shit. I'm embarrassed by the what do you mean by the picture of you with the picture of Björk? Because I've seen that one. Max, there's no way. Did you write me, dude? I gotta get a hold of, I've tried. Message Jet on, I messaged Jet Neptune on Instagram. Of course, he's got to follow me before I'm able to message him. I'm tweeted at him at the very least. His Twitter hasn't been active since last year. So let's just get the main source code of this. Yeah, no, I don't even have to read this shit, but it's all here. There's funny. There's also advice. There's life improvement stuff in here. It's good. It's nice stuff. Something major happened in my life, and I hope this is what it is. So I'm going to be posting this video, this part of the video. This is what wraps it up. You know, I believe I already read this out loud. Maybe not, though. Here we go. Here's this. This is good. Rick, Marty, Zim, Doc Brown. Because I was talking about this. So these characters, get them out of here, but keep going here on the phone, bro. Good Josh. The Jaws in there is YouTube poop, is Astro poop. Yeah. I'm not afraid to say my last name. It's a very common last name around these parts. You just got interrupted by and the call center, and you hung it up. Yippee skippy. And here we AAA games. Gain the muscle. Drink the electrolytes. Drink the shake after. Yeah. Dude, are you even okay? You're not even responding. I see. I'm going to now respond. And you kicked him out of your life. Good job. Now I see this. So, dude, are you okay? You're not even responding to me. I believe that's about a friend that I had, or you're telling me. Just go ahead and message me. Hell. You're here in hell, and you don't ever do that again. Yeah, vocab. Yeah, see, this is happening. Max, this is you sober. That's all it is. Don't do it. It's a trap. They're gay. Yeah, I'm not going to. Then good. You finally put it down. You learned your lesson. You're done with the relapse, the Max. This is more advice. It'll happen. Make your dreams become a success. This is good. I did put notes in here in the chat. This is about Hellraiser. Yeah, here's the emojis. Yeah, so look, this is, how about I find the last one? Because I don't even need to read this. I will be reading the entire, no, I've already read it. I don't need to read it again, but this is good. Okay, Harry Potter. Yeah, I got rid of it. I did. Get rid of the belly fat. Yeah, that's getting there. Dude, your weight loss journey began. Thank God. Bye-bye, Circle, the Quill, the Harry Potter. Quetiapine, it's finally, yeah. See, I don't really have to read this, but I have read it before. It's a lot of writing. It's good stuff. It's very good. Now I find, God damn it, the last one. How about I go over here? How about this one? Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. I was right now. No, that's just the Maxes. And here we go. The last one. I don't care if you see my phone, whatever. So get over here. Get over there. Nice trip. Let's go over there. Let's show it off some more. Somebody wrote me. I don't know who it is, but I have a theory. And we'll get to the theory of everything. I believe that's a movie title. Later on, at wrapping this up. I'm nervous right now. Nerve-wracking shit. Build that pressure. That's good. That gets you stronger. Here it is. This is also revised. I can read this. I don't want to waste time, though. Time is important, and time is constantly fleeting. I got to be patient with stuff. I'm impulsively going to do this tonight. Yeah. Tonight, and then eventually, I don't know, a week from now, I reach out. So here's the last one that got edited, revised, my own writing. And right here, this is where it starts. I wrote all that at the top. This is where it begins. Could have been some gaslights in here. Could have been some good stuff. This is all. This all got edited. Here we go. The inner demons. Yeah, no. If you had a good run, don't hit the brake. Okay. So this also got edited and revised on my phone. This is not my own writing, but I like this writing. I like it a lot. I do. Because just pointing out my own flaws, creatively telling me things that are good and things I should work on. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom. Ooh, there's a lot of writing here. And see that last part, I wrote that last part. So now I go over to, oh no, there's personal. I get very personal. I'm an open book. How about I get over to this? You know, what I've been talking, I have been more quiet tonight and really today. At the very least, I'm breaking out of the talking. But right here, who got in here? A foreign person, a stranger, a telegram hacker, Mossad. Is that true? I don't know. I'm going to reach out. And then that's when was it you? Probably not. I'm leaning towards no. There's no way you wrote me. There's no way. Who else? Jet? Well, I tried to get a hold. Really, it's going to be you. It is going to be SH because you're active on Twitter. That's where I go. I saw the fake email. That's a fake and gay email. AI just flares up. Yeah, AI is at play here. Maybe the YMC gay could have done it. A friend that I've actually talked. I used to have a friend with the same first name, SAM. Yeah, I don't know if that's who it is. These are my theories. Read it for yourself. Right here. I'll be quiet for about 20 seconds. All right, that's enough time. You can always just pause the video too. No shit. You can always, you can pause this. I'm scrolling too fast. Yeah, this is a fan fiction about Fish Tank, Mr. Medicare, Josh Moon. I'm gonna add John Tron in here. I'm gonna be adding Vine Sauce as well. I gotta keep writing this. Well, how about I actually meet people first? Because it's not my friend until you're my friend. It works like that in my head. This is getting really spicy, though. This is getting very, wow, a lot of writing. Creative writing. There's Pepe. Yeah, it's old fag. It's whatever. I like old school stuff. Yeah. So here we go. This is make the videos, record the revised shit, send it all to you. Mr. SH, and you're a busy man, I would assume. You keep busy. You're strong, funny, extremely. You're a weirdo, but you're amazing. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I made major mistakes. I don't know not to need to explain the mistakes. I'll at least explain one of them at a different time. That'll be part of this process. But this is how I get a hold of you. I simply, this. At some point, I will print this off, sure, and read the entire thing. How about I let it develop slowly? I'm gonna jump the gun. Yeah. This is a lot of personal, very, very. This is like, go to a theater. This is very personal stuff, and yet this is being read and watched. It's tapped into. Protect your life, Max. Defend yourself. Like, wow. Do you really have to have a hacker in here fucking around? Nobody is going to destroy my life. As long as I don't go too far, nobody's going to go too far with and try to ruin things for me. So I don't live in fear at all about the hack. I don't. The hackery hack off the head. No, I have a violent. No, it's not true. I had a panic attack about Parasocial though. Right here, those initials right there. Yeah, right at the top. Yeah, I made fan art and it backfired big time. Really, in general, yeah, I have more explaining to do about the points were already made. I don't need to say anymore. What's the last part of this? How about right here, when my keyboard goes off, huh? When my keyboard flares up. There's my keyboard. It says IW the. And then there it is. IW the HC step house. There. Email. Is this a guy that I used to know with that same name? The first male name? I don't. So I win. I win the hell. You stupid cunt. No, you gotta step. How? Yeah, reach out. Dude, yeah. There's my email. And I get Hide Wars. A small amount. I'm gonna give you money. On Twitter, I'm gonna give you money on get the shit in your tier list. Look, if this gets censored, I don't really care. It's a slur, it's racist, I'm not a bad guy. And it's gonna be taken down because I said what? Because I said SN, that's very edgy. It's freedom of speech, it's whatever it is. Besides, YouTube might actually be different now. I don't really know. This is going on YouTube's there. I did enough explaining for that. That's all the writing that got changed. So I'm going to go over there to Twitter at some point and just tweet at you. Give you money first. Do you need more money? No, but I'm going to give you money anyway because I'm a fan. And you're going to help me at some point. Obviously, Season 5, there's the delay with the lawsuits that you wanted to get it, started back up as soon as possible. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. Yeah, it is. So what do I do now? I go over here. And then after so that's the whole point of this. I really wanted to know. So that's the whole fucking point from the beginning of the damn Max. Calm it down. I have a lot of data to back this up. I've been making videos like a spastic freak for months, talking my ass off. I believe I made enough points already, so fascinating people. We're looking for them. Yeah. Well, is that show? It's going to happen when it does. Look, it's a great show. It's one of my favorites online. Fish Tank, it is. And that's where this kind of kicked off big time. So if I had to rank them, season 2 and 4 are my personal favorites. Season 3, I'm currently watching. I'm one of those fans that did not watch it live. But I've been watching Sam since 2015, 16, something like that. Right before the World Peace Show aired. And who did I used to talk to on Twitter? The hipster faggot. Well, he became mainstream. He's no longer a hipster. But he's a faggot. Well, it's whatever. He is. I mean, it's rich coming from me yet. I gotta find the DMs. What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? I gotta show the proof. I gotta show I'm artistically scratching again. No. BBT, borderline. Oh, that's shit. I got 9. What is my... What? I don't care if it's personal. Oh, no, don't put it in. I used to talk to Fantano on Twitter. Yeah, no, that guy's bad. He snapped. He betrayed you, Sam. He did. And yet, I gotta get in here and show you the DMs that I used to have with Fantano from way... Yeah. Some people online, content creators, talk to their fans. I don't believe you really talk to your... I don't know. I don't know you at all. I do remember, whatever happened to Big Flame? What happened to the guy? No. Whatever happened to... Oh, yeah, like the guy... and I way before I even... Yeah. It's just mutual understandings, hopefully, and things in common. I, many years ago, with a, friend group would say, wow, dude. And then that video with you smoking the cigar. But then that guy had drama with you. Remember that guy? Yeah. With the beard, that guy. Yeah. And I don't want to turn out like that. So did he get kicked out? It's whatever. You help people. You improve their lives. Yeah, you got the whole crew over there. I want to join. I do. Get me out of my parents' house. No. Max, it's called Live in Reality. I have a life. I have good coverage insurance-wise. I have mental health treatment. And that is going to stick with me until I'm ready to quit. And then I go over to MMA. I learn Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Karate, and eventually boxing is the final boss of that. So that's all I got to say. There's very personal stuff on here. So